Hello, everybody. I'm Steve Reinharz, CEO of Artificial Intelligence Technology Solutions. This is our weekly update, and it's a special one. I just finished recording the bulk of the weekly video with two rad executives, with Mark Folmer, our president, and Craig Stachecki, our senior vice president of sales. And you'll kind of see in the intro on that piece why I invited them into the call. But I just want everyone to know there was no preparation or warning when I kind of put these guys on the spot. So Craig is, a little nervous on it. Okay, so just don't be judgy on Craig. You could be judgy on me because, this is like the 100th one and I should be pretty good at it. I don't know. I'll take the judgments from you. Mark, give him a hall pass as well. Less so than Craig, though. But you're going to see the three of us kind of working together, getting some updates. You're getting it directly from the guys who are driving those parts of the team. Of course, I've mentioned previously that I'm spending a lot more time in research and development, building awesome, cool new products that I can't wait to release and announce as we work to capture as much territory in this land grab that we see the industry being right now. Just to kind of put some color around that, we see ourselves as this first wave of autonomous solutions that use AI and cellular communications to be a full fourth industrial revolution solution, which of course will effectively replace a whole host of other solutions that are in place right now. So we see ourselves as kind of the vanguard, the creators and the writers of how this is going to be in the industry. So because of that, we need to convert as many ideas using our new technology into products. We can satisfy as many customers as possible and establish an incumbent position in as many parts of these markets as we can. Okay, so that's what we're doing. So you're going to see Craig and Mark. They're going to talk a little bit about sales as much as we can, and then it's going to circle back around to me, and I'm going to finish up with some final notes. But thanks very much for watching. Welcome to the weekly update. Everybody, we've got a special treat. We've got RAD's president, Mr. Mark Folmer, who you've been introduced to and you know and love, and has picked up so much of the work from my desk and has been doing such a better job at it than I ever did. But you guys know Mark, so Mark's on the call, special guest today. And then we have Mr. Craig Stachecki. Craig has, again, been on, what's it, about 7 months, Craig?
6 months.
6 months. Feels like forever in a good way. Has taken over the sales team from Mark. Done a better job at it than Mark or I ever did. Couldn't be happier with it, and is directly responsible for so much good stuff that's in the funnel and so much good stuff that happens on the sales front every day, to such an extent that, our loyal watchers may have noticed over the past several weeks that I have less and less specific sales information to share. And the reason is two reasons. Number one, I'm not in every deal anymore. I've got folks that are better at it than me driving progress the right way with their full concentration. And that's exactly where we need to be and how to grow. So that's good. And the second thing is we don't have our full ERP up and running yet, where I'll get handy dandy dashboards. Right now, our sales management software is good. It served its purpose. We've outgrown it. And so I'm kind of waiting on when my real-time sales dashboards will be up and available to me. So with that, guys, as I said a minute ago, this is just an impromptu kind of, hey, let's talk about sales and share with really our community, our amazing AITX community, how we're doing. Sound good?
Sounds great.
Great.
I can tell you that we were doing so well in having new conversations and speaking to different end users from different verticals up and down, not only in the Metro Detroit area, but the countrywide. And our efforts from ISC West are starting to come to fruition now that we've had a couple weeks that we've been home already.
Craig, I ran a poll on Twitter a few days ago, or maybe it was last week, I forget what it was, but I said to the community, I said, how long do you think it's going to take for us to close our first ISC West generated project, something that was fresh out of the 142 that came out of that show? I'm going to pull up the results, but what do you think? What does the funnel look to you in terms of when we're going to get our first close out of the show?
So just like anything, you get a lot of people that are excited just to come see something new in the industry, and then as those conversations start to materialize, that excitement turns to really solving solutions in pain, and determining how much pain these folks are in from maybe loss of guarding hours or loitering issues that we solve for. So I would tell you right now of our pipeline. Five of our folks are in at least two conversations with somebody that have real closing in the next 60 days.
Okay. You're saying potentially 10 opportunities in the next 60 days, which puts us at the end of May.
Yeah, 10 opportunities that I believe that could close. Now,
In
just
the
like
pool, any one of those can close. Obviously, it'd be
right,
amazing if all 10 did, but okay,
right.
well, the internet consensus from our community said that 60.7% of the respondents believe that it's going to be April. And I know, Craig, I've been working with you long enough, sandbagging a bit on dates. Hey, that's what we got to do. I get it. I get it. But I'm going to say I'm throwing my vote in on April because I know some of the things that are cooking, and we're gonna bring it in April. That's my feeling. Mark, what's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I'm gonna go May, not to break the internet and kind of go, but it's not that much further out. But the reason I'm definitely optimistic about it is to Craig's point a second ago. People are coming to us with pains, right? I mean, what is it? Necessity is the mother of all invention, right? And we're seeing tons of pains out there these days, and whether those are staffing issues, whether those are just opportunities to kind of do better, do different. Those were the bulk of the conversations that we had down there, right? I mean, from preset meetings to drop-bys to people saying to us, "Hey, I came to ISC West this year because I wanted to see you guys," right? We had some of those conversations as well, and I'll add to that, and then we can move on. But the dealer conversations that we had at the show too, that were there, yeah, some of the dealers, they're doing a few other things and so on, but they were in the stand, they were touching and pushing the buttons and kind of playing with the different devices, and they saw applications right away, right? And that's already turned into concrete action with teams that go beyond sort of our main POC, right? Point of contact. So pretty exciting stuff.
It's good. It's good. I still say April. Just saying.
I think we got to put a little friendly wager on the line. We'll see. We'll see.
I'm in. I'm in. I was thinking, like just for the AITX community, we don't use like spiffs or any type of special incentives for our teams, and the reason is pretty simple. Everybody's working maxed out. Everyone's fully motivated and engaged. There's no reason for it. We got great compensation and great team environment in place. Okay, so that's good. So you guys are saying May. I'm saying April. Okay. It's not like the funnel isn't full enough with other opportunities. So let me throw out at you. We got a few weeks left in April. Now, we've got the Security Next show in Vegas, here in Nashville, in Nash Vegas, end of the month, 25th, 26th, 27th. That's going to be fun. Mark, you're coming down to see me on that one. We're doing some filming at the Rex the week before, which is going to be fun. We got a huge customer presentation, at least one that week that I'll be at as well, which would be great. I think this month, Mark, riddle me this. Lukey is saying we got like 40 something units to put out this month. What do you, I know you kind of have your finger on that pulse. Do you have that aspirational build ship number for this month?
Oh, I mean, the number is, and it's funny that you say we don't need spiffs, and because the team is definitely motivated, but the number's high. We've got about at least 40 to build of different units, different variety of units. Clients want them yesterday. Clients are excited. Um, in terms of getting them out, I mean, we'd like to get half of them out by definitely before the end of the month. So ideally third week. So half of those out, and then half of those following month. But of course, we've done a couple of sales announcements this week, right? So the number keeps going up. So it was 40 and is now 44, 45, I think, and trickling upward. So
Yeah,
lots going on.
I just had my weekly kind of Romeo call with the engineers out of Canada, and we're pushing the buttons on Romeo version 2.2 in terms of getting those batches of orders done, because Romeo's parts has the longest lead time of any of the devices, because we have several of those pieces custom made for us. It takes extra time. So I think we've blown through more or less those first 10, or we're about to blow through those first 10 Romeo, I think. So hopefully those are all locked up, and then we're going to probably have a little gap while we wait for these other parts in order to get the next 10 Romeo at the door. So you guys know me, I'm working on that. Hey, Craig, I know you've been running a lot of clients and prospects through the Rex. Can you share a little bit about kind of how that process works, what effects we get out of it, and anything else related to Rex visits?
Yes, no, the Rex visits are a great opportunity for our clients and potential customers to get a true deep dive into our rad sock, our rad guard, touch some of the products, see how these work, and to be having this opportunity in the United States, building it in Detroit, it brings us a lot of pride. To tell you the truth, Steve, we're in the middle of planning our investor opening house coming up soon, and I'd be really excited to see everybody join that and get another opportunity to see the Rex.
Yeah, because you were in the crowd. You were unannounced you were on stealth at the October 13th event.
As stealth
October
can
13th.
be.
As stealth as you could be, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
no, that
that
was fun. I'm glad that
resonates in my head. It was a fantastic show. It was awesome to see Romeo rolling around. And I That was my first day at the Rex, and I can't wait to see it again coming up at our new open house and for the investors coming up.
I love that. I love that. And I'll see both you guys at the Rex this Wednesday as well on 13th, so it'll be fun. Mark, we're going to close it up with a question to you, which is, you're out on the street, you're talking to the dealers, you're managing the ops guys, the implementations. I don't see us losing any jobs to anybody other than inertia. What do you see as far as, competition per se, and what do you see about improvements that we've been making to both the speed at which it takes to close jobs and, of course, the corresponding effect of increasing the close ratio?
Yeah, the direct competition, I don't see it. I mean, there are cobbled together items that you kind of see out there sometimes, and that can be a little bit scary. Had an example just this week speaking with a dealer that showed us, the Rosa, and then built over top of it was a collection of items and things that were sort of jutting out of a pole, and that stuff had been there for a long time. And what the dealer said is, like, what, just didn't work. They put Rosa up and it worked, right? So not seeing it yet. The fact that it's all together, sort of in a box, ready to be deployed from the moment it gets mounted, is what makes the biggest difference. in terms of inertia, yeah, it's always the slowing down point or component, right? I mean, we're taking a lot of functions that were traditionally reserved for security officers that now can be done by devices, can be done through autonomous response, through remote capability. And you know what? Customers are asking more and more for that because there's more bang for the buck in it for them, right? They're getting better coverage and ultimately better solutions based on that. The the contributions from customers is something that we always have our ears wide open, right? We're always listening, we're always thinking about solving and going to different options. And hey, if it's something that makes sense and something that lines up with what we're trying to do, then we're definitely incorporating that into our offering.
I love it. And what I did is I sent that photo that the dealer sent you, that you sent me. So it should be up like as you're talking about it. But I want to share with the community that it's a big, big, big deal. It shows and it proves that putting up cameras have limited to no effect anymore. Putting up RAD devices with AI-driven, intelligent, autonomous response are just changing this business. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thanks, Mark. Thanks for that. Craig, you did great, man. You didn't have to be nervous. You did great. And we're back. And how great was that? You kind of got to see these two guys in a natural environment. Great stuff happening on the sales side. We're still just ramping up that engine. I mean, Craig's only been here 6 months. So that's great. And the next piece of it is going to be a busy week. Going to be a busy week. I'm going to be at Skunkworks on Monday and half of Tuesday, at the Rex on half of Tuesday and Wednesday. Expect at least one sales press release. Expect a couple other things that I think will be fun surprises, but of course, you guys will judge, comment on. Guys, to wrap it up, I want to again bring your attention to our Rad Light My Way solution. This is a solution that I've seen many of you promote on Twitter primarily, because that's the channel I use most. But please share this if you've got kids in school, if you're teachers, share it to the media. But I really want to stimulate a guerrilla grassroots promotion of the solution to corporate campuses, education campuses, city centers, anywhere that we possibly can, because it's unique and it's awesome. If you haven't watched it, check it out. Link below. Lastly, please like and subscribe and share. Have a great weekend.